Hey guys, what is up? It's Greg here from Personal Evolution. Today, I've cut the bullshit, cut all the intros and all that stuff because I want to talk about something quite serious, and it's FUD and misinformation. And yeah, gonna do a bit of a crypto news update, but very quickly get into what I'm pissed off about and how to protect yourself in the future for falling for this kind of that we see every day. So let's jump in with it. I'll put my hand up and own up to something as well in this video, so stick around for that. If you want to see YouTubers own up to their mistakes, then stay tuned. And yeah, we'll jump straight in. So as we all know, Bitcoin took a bit of a beating yesterday and the wider cryptocurrency market as a whole. Today it's looking a lot more positive, a lot of green on the board. It's just making astounding recoveries left, right and center, maybe because it was up such a ridiculous amount that we just want to see it go higher. But yeah. So let's jump into Bitcoin because it's very much linked to the rest of the market. And this is what I want to talk about today, is this bullshit that happened here. So when we get bad news, obviously the market plummets. In crypto, this is usually quite severe. As we saw yesterday, what is that price drop there? Let's have a quick look with a... So in crypto especially, let's have a look at the price effect of that news yesterday. What did we have? A minus 17% drop from just before it exploded, and then, yeah, right to the bottom candle there. Obviously, it bounced back a bit, it had a bit of a wobble, and we're climbing back up now. But let's dive in and talk about that. So what happened here? There was this massive sell-off that happened, kind of Saturday night, and everyone's thinking, and then miraculously, after that happened, we get some interesting news come through. US Treasury to charge several financial institutions for money laundering using cryptocurrencies. And I cited this yesterday. And this is where there's quite a famous meme that has a picture of Abraham Lincoln's face and goes, "Don't believe everything you read on the internet." And that was a quote attributed to Abraham Lincoln. Now, obviously, that makes a mockery of it, but this is it in action. I'm going to go through 3 cases of this. So this is the first one. Specific sources. Nice. Just straight up. Yeah, someone said it. So, you know, maybe they're doing this to protect their sources. We can never be sure. This kind of narrative explained why this dropped so much. Then there was a second narrative. And this is what I fell for 100% as well. Price and hash rate has always been correlated. Now, I'm, well, as it turns out, a pretty bad mathematician because I did not even go and check this. It's when someone shows a graph like this, you think, oh, that's self-evident that it's correlated because, you know, I can look at the little lines. But correlation is actually a mathematical function and you can prove it. And this is what the story from today's Cointelegraph says. And let's jump into Adam Cochran's tweets. Yeah, he's arguing that, like I said, causation and correlation are both things that can be proved mathematically. And all he goes through is a very simple formula that you can use yourself. You get a template. It works out whether it's if it's correlated with statistical means. And yeah, it basically says that it's not correlated if we run this mathematical model. Stuff that could also be correlated is when you show it on 2 graphs is number of people drowned by falling into a pool correlates with films that Nicolas Cage appeared in. And it's just hilarious stuff like this, like the Abraham Lincoln quote. It makes you realize that you need to check what you are reading, because even people like myself, I've got a master's degree, fall for this. And that's where you really need to keep your head screwed on tight to really cut through the noise, cut through the... And yeah, it's just interesting to see that you can be disproved so quickly when you actually run your own numbers and do stuff like this. Again, it's one of these things that you just have to be wary of in the crypto markets. I want to take one more look at FUD in general, and then we'll get back to what the markets are doing. It's something that's related, but also not related, and it's the Coinbase global offering. We had this guy came out and said, holy, what has these guys done? And you can see, like, chief product officer, minus 97%, sold, minus 100%. You go, okay, holy fucking shit. Like, Coinbase is selling the shit out of everything. Union Square Ventures. Again, Like and the story comes out the next day. Here's how much stuff actually sold. Chief Executive Brian Armstrong, to start, actually sold less than 2% of his holdings. CFO Alicia Hayes, who pundits and erroneously said to 100%, only sold 15%. And this is where, again, it's hard to know in the moment because you're reacting. When you're on a day-by-day thing, you're like, oh my God, we need to do this quickly, otherwise we might miss out because it's news-driven. And that's where zooming into a really kind of small time frame really doesn't help you when you're looking at this. You've really got to go, okay, let's go back to the big picture here. Let's look at, well, what's happened in, the last 5 years or whatever, or for Bitcoin, maybe what's happened in the last year, and really zoom out and see the kind of bigger trend that's going on. So yeah, that's probably my warning around FUD. I was so shocked at the Coinbase thing as well. Coinbase, just for those of you who don't know, I thought this was interesting, did a direct listing as opposed to an IPO is meant to raise money, but a direct listing, insiders sell the shares direct to the market rather than going through like this IPO thing because they don't need the capital. So it's not unusual for direct listings to see a lot of owners sell quite a lot off. And that's why we saw big numbers coming out, 24%, although that's actually a small amount of the total. So if we look at this graph, Jennifer Jones sold 38%, although that actually equates for almost a negligible amount in the grand scheme of things. So it's just those sorts of big things you need to bear in mind. The stuff about correlation and stuff you need to bear in mind. And with that said, let us go back to the total crypto market. So apart from the flash crash, as it's being known now, yesterday, we're still slowly marching our way upwards. It's looking, I think I said earlier, like Bitcoin's making a bit of a bounce back. We will want to watch this closely, what it does next, because we could be at the all-time high. We should never rule that out, and it's just going to grind downwards. So it'd be interesting to see where we go from here. Don't get me wrong, I'm bullish on crypto, and I hope that it is a flash crash, because as much as anyone else, I want to see the altcoins take off and all that stuff. Just a few other indicators that may be saying we're not at the top is, well, like I just said, the altcoins haven't actually flown off the handle yet. And that's really when we usually see the Bitcoin top coming in, because people are taking profits right at the top of Bitcoin and sending it into altcoins, and that's why the altcoin market picks up so heavily. In terms of the altcoin market, again, we're just slowly grinding our way up again. We did touch over $1 trillion before, but we're back below it today. And what that looks like in terms of Bitcoin's dominance is it is still coming down. We look at this graph a lot on this channel. And again, just thinking about zooming out, last time Bitcoin's dominance started sliding, it turned into a full-blown alt cycle, which was, we had two in 2017, which was unusual because you can see Litecoin coming up here. XRP is usually the one that I look at because I have two data points. So we have this one where Bitcoin's dominance come down, XRP shot up, Bitcoin kind of then stabilized, and XRP died away a bit while the others did. Then at the end of 2017, that massive bull run for Bitcoin, you can see Bitcoin comes up, 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 up. Okay, where's XRP? It hasn't even started yet. Bitcoin starts sliding again, XRP goes whoosh. We see the total, the Bitcoin dominance fall to an all-time low, and that was a combination of XRP and Ethereum. So yeah, now looking for this again, we haven't seen XRP, which is this blue line, take off yet. Ethereum's still pretty flatlining. Just the other altcoins are slowly grinding their way upwards. But I think this is like the fourth or fifth day in a row that I've said Bitcoin dominance is coming down. So let's really keep an eye on it. I think this year is going to be quite interesting because we've got so many more altcoins in the market. So it'd be interesting to see if XRP does get that concentration of wealth pouring into it. Same with like Bitcoin Cash and all those guys, because back in the beginning, and I don't think I even have 2013 data on here, there wasn't all these other currencies that you could chuck your money into, or ones that weren't so vocal, so out there. We've got so many more retail investors in the market. We've got so many more institutional money, so much more institutional money in the market. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. I also proposed the other day to one of my colleagues who I work on a crypto project with, maybe we'll still 3 cycles. Maybe it will go, okay, take cash out of Bitcoin, chuck it into the kind of blue chip alts, XRP, Ethereum, the top 10s, and then they'll wash and then whoosh up, and then we'll see everyone take profits out of there, and maybe they turn it back into Bitcoin, or maybe they turn it back into other alts, and then the cycle will continue one more time. We'll have to wait and see. But I think the good news is Bitcoin's dominance is coming down. It seems like we're grinding our way up to the top still for Bitcoin. So hopefully we'll see more green candles today. And yeah, that's really it for crypto news. Let's take a quick look at what's coming up. MEX snapshot still on the cards. We have an Alonzo testnet going live at the end of May. So that will be good to see. Polkadot's launching a learn pathway. And yeah, I think the 15th BNB burn, although I haven't seen much more information about this yet. So yeah, hopefully we get some more information on that. And those were the top ones that I picked out. As always, I'll leave links in the description below so you can go and do your own research. As we've been talking about it, please go and do it. This is not financial advice. I'm an idiot as much as anyone and buy into the hype sometimes. And you just got to keep your head on. Keep reminding yourself that it's your decision. It is your money at the end of the day. And so you need to do what is best for you. If you want to take profits, if you want to hold on for dear life, hold on for dear life. But just remember, someone else is going to take profits. And I think this time, more than ever, people are going to try and front run other people. So if we start seeing those parabolic lifts in Bitcoin going up, I think everyone's going to be ready for the all season to kick off. If those go up, people are going to be pulling out earlier and earlier. So yeah, the market isn't going to behave the same way as last time. I'll link to Alex Becker's video where he covers this a bit more. Be careful of FUD. Bitcoin's dominance is coming down. And I think that is it for today. So yeah, stay safe, guys. Keep your heads on. And yeah, give us a subscribe. I can never say subscribe. It's really annoying. Give us a subscribe. There we go. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.